So, what brings you here to the Beauty Biz Pro studio?
Okay, so I would never drive to Orlando. Obviously, I'm working, I'm doing the beauty show. And then I was like, you know what? Jake and Tony's studio is like not too far away from where the hotel stay is. And guys, I know you guys are probably thinking you do so much already, but I'm looking for a new adventure soon. I feel like my birthday's coming up. I'm getting older. Like, what do I want to do that is easy and simple and will not only make the person who I'm providing the service to feel good about themselves and happy with it, but obviously make me revenue, right? So I'm looking into permanent jewelry. And we all know that Jake is the man to go to for that. And so I figured I'd take a look at his studio, at his setup, and learn a little bit more about it because that's might be my next business venture.
Yeah, and so for those who don't know, I've been in the beauty industry since 2017, worked with thousands of beauty professionals. And when I heard about permanent jewelry, I was like, oh my goodness, this is like the best add on service you could ever do. It's high profit margins, low cost of entry, easy to learn, quick to learn. And when we first started it back in 2022, we started linked permanent jewelry training. 70% of our new students were from my beauty clients. And
Nice.
so it was salon owners, permanent makeup artists, waxing professionals, estheticians. And we saw so many people who doubled or tripled their revenue in their studios or salons or spas
Yeah.
just from adding on permanent jewelry.
Yeah. And that what I like about it is like, okay, you have your machine, and obviously you have your different options, like,
Mhm.
of the links that you wanna you wanna put on. But it's different from being a waxer where I need so much stuff, wax sticks, bedroll paper, like all these supplies. Like, so I definitely want to just do something that's easy, especially if I ever plan on retiring, from waxing and focusing on these other business ventures that I'm already kind of working on. Then I feel like that's just a perfect addition. And doesn't take up much space.
Yeah.
Like you got to think smart when you're thinking about like your next business venture. And it's still kind of like it's not really in the beauty industry, but it's still a part of beauty. Does that
Right.
make
Yeah.
sense?
Same
So
psychology.
yeah, it still kind of goes. It makes people feel good about themselves when they wear
Mhm.
jewelry. I'm not really a jewelry person. Like what you see in my ears, like that's different. I used to be a jewelry sales coordinator, which is weird because I say I'm not a jewelry person. But no, I just like to make people feel good, and that's another way that people feel good is through jewelry. So
Yeah, even for yourself who doesn't take any new clients, that's an easy way to add on more profit and revenue
yeah,
because to do a bracelet like this, it takes 5 minutes.
yeah.
And so literally when you have somebody, one of your clients you're doing waxing on, you can ask them if they want to add on a bracelet or a necklace or an anklet and make another $100 to $200 in profit in 5 minutes.
And then guess what, guys? Jewelry is one of them things where if you like something, you go tell your friends, your family, and then they come and get it.
Yeah.
So
And then they buy more.
they buy more. And I feel like that's the one thing about jewelry too. You can never have like enough
Right.
jewelry. Like,
I know people that have like hand chains, belly
oh, I see
chains,
girls with
everything.
like 10 rings on
Yeah.
one hand. Yeah, I wish I can do that. But
So that's all repeat customers, and so that's why I love it as a business model. And it's still like it was seen on Netflix. It's got actually got over the hashtag permanent jewelry over 350 million views on
Jesus.
TikTok.
Nice.
But it's still early. Like there's not
Yeah.
that many people doing it. A lot of people watching probably still
That's
haven't
another
heard of it.
reason why I want to get into I love to get into things that not everyone's doing. That's very important to
Mhm.
remember. Cause let's face it, before COVID, there weren't that many estheticians, Jake. Do you
Yeah.
know that? It skyrocketed. It like tripled.
Why is that though?
I mean, you know what? I think like having the easiest way for most people to become entrepreneurs is not to go to college for 4 years, but to
Yeah.
do things that give you like a quick license,
Right.
And some people do it because they love the beauty industry. Some people do it because they hear what other people are making, which I don't encourage at all, guys. If you're not in love with something already, don't do it. But I don't know what happened. It just became very popular, and
They were like, I see all these spas getting shut down, so I want to have a
we
spa
open
that's
up our
shut
own
down.
spa or something. Yeah, but no. So I feel like that's why it's hard to for estheticians to build clientele
Mhm.
because there's so many estheticians.
Right.
I don't know if that makes sense. And I'm in
So
Florida, so there's a lot of us.
yeah, a
That's
lot
why
of
I can never move to
competition.
Miami. There's a lot of them up there in Miami. It's a lot of hairy
Mhm.
people to wax too, which is good, but there's just a lot of estheticians.
Yeah, and if you look at places like Miami or where you live, at the keywords, like for
Mhm.
people searching for permanent jewelry, there's thousands and thousands of people searching every month.
But
But
there ain't nobody out there to do it.
exactly.
I'm gonna be the first. Mark my word.
So pretty soon you'll be the permanent jewelry queen.
Oh my God. Listen, I'm gonna have to trademark that because Jake might try to sue me if I use it without doing that. Okay.
Well, we were laughing a couple months ago from when we were refilming we were filming a Spanish training here. And because I think the Latino community is going to be great for permanent jewelry. They love jewelry.
Mhm.
Um, and we have a lot of diversity on our team, including my business partner Tony. And long story short, they were making a joke that I was like, yeah, I'm going to be the permanent jewelry king, and they're like, no, you should be the permanent jewelry poppy. But
Well, his shirt's always open, guys. So
if you hear PJ Poppy coming out,
yeah,
then
no, no,
no.
no. I like it. I look permanent jewelry queen. I actually like it.
Hmm.
But yeah, you guys gotta definitely okay. So tomorrow, you guys are doing some like live, like you're taking people, customers,
Yeah,
or
we'll be doing permanent jewelry at our booth.
so you guys know I'm gonna get a bracelet made so you guys can see how it works. But I'm excited because I've I can wear a bracelet, especially if it's permanent and it doesn't come off. Like I can do that.
Hmm.
But I think when it comes time like to take the jewelry off, like I hate that kind of
Yeah.
jewelry. So that's why I'm into permanent jewelry because I can rock with that. Anything that's permanent, obviously, I can rock with. So like I have this bracelet on and it's like a balance bracelet because I'm very clumsy. Most of you guys already know this. But this has been on for like a whole year now. I've never taken it off. I actually got it last year at Premier Orlando last year.
Nice.
So I'm confident that I can do the permanent jewelry and I can wear it, especially because I can't. How do you take it off? You just kind of cut it off. If
Yeah, you can
you,
just cut it off, and I
I
mean,
won't. I
like,
won't do that. But I'm permanent with it. I can do it.
it's fun because it's like the same psychology as tattoos. It's just
Mhm.
not as big of a commitment,
Yeah, and it doesn't hurt.
right?
I have 0 tattoos, by the way. Yeah.
Same.
See, this is why I like Jay. We're kind of like the same. This is my brother from another mother, but you guys know we're kind of like the same person.